Good afternoon. Happy Friday, y'all. It's Friday, January 24th, and I am 1 week, well, I shouldn't say 1 week, but a couple days post treatment of my um, True Cap, is what I'm taking, and in her 2 infusion. So far, so good. The first day, I posted in the hospital, and afterwards, and I felt a little loopy, high. Um, so my brain was a little scatterbrain, and that's okay. That's what treatment does to me. And so to help with that chemo brain and the drugs being pumped in me, including the steroids, it's very important to stay hydrated. So I drink lots of water. This is a small bottle of water, but I am constantly drinking water, juice, apple juice, ginger ale, to make sure I fight off the nausea, and also taking the meds that are given to me to help fight off the nausea. And this week has been good. No GI issues, tolerating food pretty well, and I'm able to stay active. This was what I wanted. I wanted the best quality of life, and this type of treatment is giving me that best quality of life. And when you feel good about your health and you're getting outside and you're doing just even the smallest things, it's going to make a big improvement. And that's all I ask for. So today I just wanted to share with you a couple of things that I've been doing to help with my treatment, because I can't rely on the doctors and the medications to take care of everything. I did that the first time I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer, and I'm not going to dispute what was done right, or if anything was not done right. I tolerated the treatment well and had immunotherapy, and the reoccurrence happened. And I'm learning more and more that it's more common than what you think. And so everybody and every story is different. Part of me wish I learned a little bit more on my own, what I could have done at home, but there's a reason and for everything that happens to us. So I'm going to embrace the next chapter, and this is how I'm embracing it. So I'm drinking teas. I haven't drank coffee in a long time, but when I do go out for brunch, I have coffee, of course. But I went to a local tea shop, Honeybee Sage on Martin Luther King Drive, and I noticed they had all these different herbal teas, and it's such a beautiful, quaint place. It kind of reminds me of doing poetry there. Love Jones is so, it's really, really nice. And the owner, she is amazing. So I asked if they had soursop tea leaves. Do they carry that? And they do. And what I'm learning about the soursop tea leaves is that it does say, and it's, I'm not a medical doctor, and I cannot credit this to anybody in my team, but it does help with cancer fighting properties. Like it, something you can brew and just help with a lot of things. I mean, teas are ginger tea, honey tea. I mean, there are things over the counter that we can do to help with our health, and I mean to help with getting better and staying better. And so I'm choosing the soursop tea leaves. And if you do your own Google research, you can see what they say about it and how that helps people with fighting this disease called cancer. If you don't have honeybee sage in your neighborhood, which if you're not from Milwaukee, you don't, then you can order it online. And yes, I did order it on Amazon because I was unaware that they had it. So I did order it on Amazon, and you can see I've been in the bag. And this is the product that I ordered. You got to make sure that the ingredients is truly soursop tea. And this one says natural soursop leaves. Daily value is not established, but it does have 1,500 milligrams of soursop. And it's sugar free, caffeine free, fat free, and gluten free. There's no dyes, there's no substitute. So just make sure you store this in a dry place, probably next to your coffee or tea maker. And I drink this once a day, sometimes twice a day. It does help with GI issues. So if if you go out and you eat something that doesn't agree with you, trust me on this. You want to drink a soursop tea, and it's a miracle worker. I can testify to that because Christmas, I was hurting. I ate something, I was partying too hard, and knocked me out. And I drank a cup of that tea, and like nothing happened. So there's just certain things I'm going to be accountable for to make sure that my health is in this best shape. So yes, I rely on the treatment, but I'm also going to do my diligence and research to see what is out there for me over the counter, like I did with the green bananas. Come on, y'all. But they're yellow now and they're out there, so I do buy those, and spinach. We're also make sure that our dinner plate is full of color, not all the starchy foods, because I learned, I mean, starch breaks down into sugar, and that's good in some cases, but not all the time, not for me. So I'm learning to eat better and I have more energy. Vitamin D is super, super important, especially for our skin color, for African American, melon. We don't get a lot of vitamin D. We're in Wisconsin, so it gets dark early and it's hard to get that natural sunlight, sun kissed glow like you want. So I do take vitamin D. I actually get the shot once a month and I feel really good. I'm actually behind, so I have to get my vitamin D shot, but it does give me a boost of energy, makes me feel alive and more active, and it helps in so many ways. But if you're unable to get that, a multivitamin is great too. I do multivitamin gummies because it's just hard for me to swallow large pills. That's just me. May not be the best methodology of taking vitamins, but that's what works with me. I do gummies. So, like, if I could have a Flintstone gummy right now, I would, but that's just me. One thing I learned, I got a test that did come through after my treatment, and it's called the cancer antigen 15-3. And it's basically what it does is it's used to, and I'm going to just read this off a credible website, but it's used for cancerous cells and tumors released in cancer antigen 15-3 into the blood. And it tests the amount of it's just a measured, simple blood test. And like if you just draw blood, that's how they obtain it from me from my port. And this test isn't used to diagnose breast cancer because it's an early stage or localized breast cancer doesn't really get diagnosed with this type of test. It's more used for someone like me in late stage that's been diagnosed with breast cancer. But basically, what it does is this reads the ranges, what's in the blood. Is it progressing? Is the cancer regressing? Like, what is it doing in there? And I'm just doing the cliff notes because it's a lot here, but my range is below 30, and that's really good. It actually said normal. It doesn't say abnormal. So I will know more about the result of this test when I speak with my doctor on Tuesday because I have more lab work that I'm going to do on Monday. I will meet with her on Monday and I have more lab work. So for me, I'm going to consider that as good news, and hopefully I get confirmation that my levels are normal and have her explain that to me more. So if I'm doing all the things that I just explained, I'm going to maintain that regimen and keep it at bay. Because like I said, I am stage 4. I'm surviving, living with cancer, but it's something that we're treating and preventing it from spreading. It will eventually probably become immune to the medication, but that may not be tomorrow or the next day or even next month even. So we want to make sure that it doesn't come immune for a long, long time. So I'm just happy to share some of that good news with you all, that I'm on a path to being strong. I'm on a path of accepting and embracing and just doing everything I can to just share my journey with you in hopes that it may help somebody else who may be going through the same thing. Because like I said, listening to others going through this has definitely and tremendously helped me. So that is my 10 minutes. I appreciate your time today. Have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to share more exciting news with you on Monday. Peace. God bless. Love.